Hey, this is Papa Joe from Uncivil Revolt. We're sitting here with Aaron from Gemini Syndrome and doing more of a fan interview than anything else. We went on the page, asked the fans what they wanted to know. And first of all, you just say congrats on the tour, everything like that, blah, blah, blah. But the first one, most of us had that album we played growing up over and over and over again. This is from Kim, and she wanted to know what yours was when you were younger.
I was just thinking about this lately. Anima is the first one that comes to mind from Tool. Today would have been my dad's birthday. And I was thinking that came out right around the time when he passed. So that record pretty much nonstop. That and October Rust by Type O Negative was on for a good few years, I think.
Cool. Sorry about your dad.
So it goes.
Okay.
Long time ago.
And she asked, what are you listening to nowadays then?
12-Foot Ninja's still on a constant. 12-Foot Ninja, every time I put something on, that's what it is. I've been listening to a lot of The Faceless. Still a lot of Carnival. I'm a God.
Now, do you guys share a lot of music together, or is it just your personal?
It's just me.
Just you?
Well, yeah, put my headphones in.
Yeah.
Try to stay out of everybody's way.
Cool. Another question, the music you guys put out has its own unique sound. Does everybody in the band have that major input with the sound and lyrics, or how does that work out for you guys?
Yeah, it's definitely a collaborative thing from all of us. All coming from whatever backgrounds we've come from, and mixing that together creates what we create. As far as lyrics go, most of the time I handle that, but as of late, everybody definitely has a say if it's cool or not.
Yeah.
If it's not cool, we can go back to the drawing board and just do something new. But I'd say it's probably equivalent in the sense that, if AP writes a bass part, and we're like, hey, try this, he'll try it, but it's his part, vice versa for everybody.
Cool. This was from another fan. Whose idea was it to tour before you released the new record?
I guess all of ours.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit since we toured, and as far as scheduling goes, getting into the studio, we had a little time, and this tour got offered. So
trying out a lot of new stuff while you're out, or
a little bit.
Yeah,
getting a feel for it.
Good reactions.
Yeah, so far so good.
Cool.
We just, like I said, it's been a minute since we've been on the road, so it's nice to be back out playing again. We had the longest break we've ever had in this band, being home writing this new record. So I think we're all kind of itching to get back and doing it.
Yeah. A lot of the fans they come around to your shows like this from small towns, and one question, I guess this person was from around your hometown in Naperville and Aurora, was what are some of your best memories
from that place?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I grew up with a lot of really close friends. Maybe not a lot, but I had a big group of friends and some really, really close ones, and some that I still keep in touch with. I got to reconnect with a few of them just the other week when we were back home, and we were kind of reminiscing about that. It was really, how do I say this? We had a support system for whatever we were going through in a way that I think a lot of kids don't have. At least from the experience I've had growing up and getting older and meeting other people from other areas, that I don't know that they had kind of the magic that we had. And that was, looking back, it was a really special thing. Always going through trauma together, and there was definitely this net of support that was seemingly unbreakable. And 20 years later or whatever it's been, it kind of carries through. I think that was really special.
There's some old town friends really stick around.
For sure.
Yeah. And the other question he had relating to that was, how many times did you get kicked out of Denny's?
I don't know that I ever got kicked out of Denny's. We were probably politely asked to leave after we were there for too long. I don't think I was ever forcibly removed or anything.
With your struggles with albinism, what's the best advice anybody's really given you as far as, facing up to that, just being a little different from anybody else? Or
I don't know that was anybody's advice,
No, not so much the albinism, but the best advice of how to deal with people and things like that.
I mean, there's the kind of run-of-the-mill stuff of like, just let it go or whatever. It's a trial and error learning process, just like I think it is for anybody in life.
Yeah.
It's just going through experiences and taking what you can from them, and try to put your best foot forward. And it's not always easy. It doesn't always work out the way you planned it, for sure.
Yeah, trial and error.
Yeah, and that's just what life is, man. I don't think that it's too different for me than it is for anybody else. Being different was just something I had to learn how to accept, I guess. And that just comes with time. There's no magic potion or formula to figure it out and say, oh, I'm suddenly cool with this. There's still days where it's like painfully obvious that, depending on where we are or whatever, who I happen to run into that day. But yeah, it's life, man.
Yeah. Another question, with Mike leaving to take care of his family and everything, how's that left the band? Stronger, weaker, in a not so much better place, but we know you support his, what he's doing and everything, but,
For sure. He had to do what he had to do, and we totally understand that, totally support him for it. As far as what it did to us, I think it made us closer and tighter because of it, in the sense that, we weren't going to just quit in the face of adversity, Again, life happens, man. It always happens. And you get faced with struggles and changes, and you either adapt and move forward and become stronger for it, or you quit or fail or whatever. And that wasn't an option for us.
You guys have been playing a lot of these smaller venues, and you've played huge shows like Aftershock,
Sure.
things like that. Do you like playing the smaller venues and getting maybe to be in touch with the fans a little bit closer?
Absolutely. They both, the festival gigs and the bigger shows, as compared to the small ones, they have their advantages and disadvantages. At the end of the day, if there's people there, it's fun to play. It doesn't matter how many really. It's just different energies from both, sizes or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely cool to have a little more face-to-face time with people at the smaller shows. You get a little more intimate, not only on stage but off stage too. If we do like go hang out, if you want to call it a meet and greet or whatever, but if we go hang out after a show that's a smaller show, you get to really have conversations, as opposed to if you're at a festival like, whatever, like Aftershock or Rock and Range or something, and you do those kind of things. It's like you've got literally hundreds or thousands of people that are just kind of like coming through, and you sign, you shake hands, and you say hey, and then it's on to the next. So it's definitely a different quality of interaction.
You met any memorable people, being on the...
Tons, man. We have friends all over the place now.
Yeah?
Yeah, people we look forward to seeing at just about every spot we hit.
People become lifelong fans then if they haven't been there before.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
We are very blessed with the sinners that we have, man, the people that are, and you know who you are. They're hardcore about it, man. They believe in it as much as we do, if not more sometimes. So.
Next question got to do with tattoos. Everybody has seen the picture you get in the new one.
Yeah.
Most of the sinners have, at least.
Yeah.
Any stories behind any of them, or?
Stories behind all of them, man. They've all got a story. I guess with this one, I've been studying Southern Praying Mantis Kung Fu for many, many years. And so that was kind of my ode to my teacher for that.
Cool.
It's still healing. It's getting there. A couple more days.
This question's kind of like me. A lot of you guys are younger than me. So I'm pushing 50. So we all, we grew up in two different eras of music, kind of.
A little bit.
Me personally, 60s, 70s, 80s. You come through the glam age, and it was 80s, all party rock and roll. Having
Sure.
a good time. What are the times now? How do you think they're influencing music?
I guess for my memory of like getting into secular music and rock music and whatnot, there was the grunge era, which was very angst-filled. The party scene kind of died off in a lot of ways, and it seems like it resurfaced. It always kind of pokes its head back out, like the party rock stuff, and that's always going to exist, because there's always going to be a party somewhere. I think, at least, this is just the music I listen to, so I don't know if this is a universal truth by any stretch, but there seems to be a lot more spiritual awareness, or some sort of global consciousness movement happening. You know, just in the lyrics of the bands that I listen to. You know, from Lamb of God to 12-Foot Ninja to Tool to Deftones to Incubus. You know, Tesseract, all over the gamut of that stuff. You know, I think there is an awareness of analyzing life for what life is. But that's not to say that's the be-all end-all by any means.
It always changes.
Yeah, it always changes, and there's, like I said, there's always going to be the party music. You're always going to have your house music, your EDM stuff for dance parties.
Like listening to Tech Nine compared to a lot of other people.
And I love Tech Nine.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Tech, and I think he's on that same spin, you know, of just consciousness, awareness, knowing your place in the world. You know, he's certainly got his party songs, but he's got some deep shit going on there.
The other one here, a lot of the fans were wondering, as far as image-wise, you know, the band, do you go out your way trying to display a certain image or anything like that, or is it just you guys being you?
I wake up every day and put on my albino suit and go out in the world. I don't know, man. I think we're pretty much ourselves for what that's worth, you know.
Everybody has their own personality, and
yeah, absolutely. There's definitely nothing forged here. You know, we're definitely who we are, and there's definitely an honesty that comes with that, and that I think reflects in the music we play.
Yeah, you can really read that when you start talking about the lyrics and everything.
Yeah,
you really understand that.
There's no gimmicks happening, man. You know, there's no formulated plot to appear a certain way and then be a different way off camera or whatever, off stage. You know, we are what we are.
Yeah, do your own thing. I'm all for that. Yeah, right. Well, that's really all the fan questions and really all I had.
Good job, singers.
One more thing we all know about the rubber ducky stuff, but this is going to be a little different. We'd like you and all the guys to maybe sign this for us,
Sure.
And what we would like to do is auction this off to the highest bidder and donate the proceeds to the National Eating Disorder Foundation.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, if you guys sign that.
It would be my pleasure. Yeah, man. Right. I'm going to the front of the duck. This is giving back to the duck community.
There you go. Those with the loudest quack.
That's right.
Well, Aaron, thank you so much for your time.
Man. Absolutely. My pleasure.
We'll see everybody out there.